Tuscany. A land of contrasts and harmonies, where human work and nature merge into a timeless masterpiece. Here, among gentle hills dotted with cypresses, vineyards that follow the rhythm of the seasons, and countryside that fades into the distance, lie villages of disarming beauty. Places where every single stone tells a story, every corner reveals secrets, and time seems to flow more slowly, allowing us to savor every moment. These Tuscan jewels, guardians of art, history, and traditions, are witnesses to a glorious past that continues to live in the present. In this video, we will discover together some of the most fascinating villages, true hidden treasures, waiting to be explored. Let's start with San Quirico d'Orcia, a jewel nestled in the wonderful Val d'Orcia. It is a place where, over the centuries, human hands have created a landscape of harmonious beauty, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This medieval village stands out for its impressive historical and artistic heritage. The Orti Leonini represent one of the most refined examples of an Italian garden of the 16th century, a green labyrinth where nature and art meet in perfect symbiosis. The Collegiate Church of San Quirico, with its pure lines and interiors rich in works of art, is a masterpiece of Romanesque art that has spanned the centuries. Moreover, the village is a key point on the historic Via Francigena, a route of faith and trade that has seen thousands of pilgrims pass through its streets, enriching the place with stories, encounters, and cultural exchanges. Continuing our journey, we encounter San Gimignano. Famous worldwide for its medieval towers, a symbol of a past in which noble families competed in building ever higher towers to demonstrate their power and wealth. The Piazza della Cisterna, the beating heart of the village, the cathedral, and the Torre Grossa are just some of the architectural wonders that characterize this incredible example of a well-preserved medieval town. Moreover, San Gimignano is not just art and history. It is also a land of fine wines, among which stands out Vernaccia di San Gimignano, the first Italian wine to receive a controlled designation of origin, ambassador of an ancient and still flourishing wine tradition. Continuing, Montepulciano welcomes us like a magnificent open-air art book, where every corner, street, and square narrates the greatness of the Italian Renaissance. Famous for its Vino Nobile, this town offers much more than a gastronomic experience. It is a journey through centuries of art and architecture. The Temple of San Biagio, a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture, dominates the scene with its majestic beauty. The Renaissance palaces that adorn the historic center tell the story of a city that has always played a leading role in Tuscan culture and politics. The historic cellars, carved into the tuff beneath the city, are places of unique charm, where it is possible to taste excellent wines, the result of a long tradition and a unique terroir. Montalcino, instead, rises majestically on a hill, proudly dominating the vast expanses of the Tuscan countryside. This ancient medieval village is surrounded by mighty fortified walls, enclosing centuries of history and traditions. Inside, narrow paved streets lead tourists through a sequence of historic squares, noble palaces, and historic buildings, among which stands out the fortress of the 14th century. An impressive example of medieval military architecture, offering an unparalleled panoramic view of the surrounding vineyards. Montalcino is renowned worldwide for the production of Brunello, a prestigious red wine that has received important international awards. The village's cellars open their doors to visitors for tastings, allowing them to discover the secrets of this noble wine, the result of a long winemaking tradition and a passion passed down from generation to generation. Pienza, conceived as the ideal city of the Renaissance, is the result of a visionary dream of Pope Pius II, who in the 15th century wanted to transform his humble birthplace into an example of perfect urban harmony. The architect Bernardo Rossellino was commissioned to design the new city, following the humanistic principles of the Renaissance, thus creating a masterpiece of beauty and proportion. The heart of Pienza is represented by its main square, surrounded by emblematic buildings such as the cathedral, the Piccolomini Palace, and the town hall, which form an architectural ensemble of extraordinary elegance. The streets are an intricate labyrinth of stone alleys, offering romantic views and inviting the discovery of the numerous artisan shops present. Here it is possible to purchase local products, such as the famous Pecorino di Pienza, a cheese with a unique flavor, a testament to the ancient dairy traditions of the region. Heading towards the south of Tuscany, we encounter Pitigliano, a village that defies gravity, perched on an imposing tufa cliff. Known as the Little Jerusalem for the presence of a historic Jewish community, it is a magical place where history blends with legend. The village is characterized by a maze of narrow streets that wind between houses and palaces carved into the tuff, many of which are connected by underground passages and secret tunnels. The Jewish quarter, with its ancient synagogue and the matzah oven, tells the story of centuries of coexistence, while the cellars carved into the rock reveal the village's winemaking tradition. Pitigliano offers not only history but also nature and adventure. In the surroundings, trails and hiking paths lead to the discovery of areas of extraordinary beauty, such as the Vie Cave, ancient Etruscan pathways carved into the rock, or the natural thermal springs, where it is possible to relax in an environment of absolute peace. Continuing on, Castiglione della Pescaia, with its golden beaches extending as far as the eye can see, represents one of the pearls of the Tuscan coast. This ancient fishing village, with its medieval origins, preserves a castle that stands majestically, offering a panoramic view of the Tyrrhenian Sea. Its clear waters and nearby nature reserves make Castiglione della Pescaia a perfect destination for nature and sea lovers, but also for those seeking history and culture. The village, in fact, with its narrow alleys and lively squares, embodies the tranquility of the past, allowing one to experience atmospheres of bygone times. Moving inland, we find Certaldo, a medieval village that was the birthplace of Giovanni Boccaccio, one of the fathers of Italian literature. Certaldo Alto, the ancient part, is a journey back in time, accessible via a picturesque funicular climbing the hill. Here, red brick houses and paved streets enclose a historical and cultural heritage of great value, jealously guarded within the ancient walls. This village still lives today in the sign of tradition, with events and festivals that celebrate its history and culture, among which Mercantia stands out, one of the most fascinating street theater festivals in Europe. Capalbio, known for its medieval walls and its virtually intact historical center, is a jewel that offers a total immersion in the medieval atmosphere. Located on the southern border of Tuscany, it is a place where life slows down, inviting to the discovery of its alleys, squares, and art. The village is surrounded by lush nature, with landscapes ranging from the Tuscan countryside to the sea, making it the ideal place for those seeking an authentic and tranquil experience. San Miniato, positioned on a hill overlooking the valleys of the Arno and its tributary Egola, is famous worldwide for its white truffle, the true white gold of Italian cuisine. Every year, the village becomes the stage for one of the most important fairs dedicated to this prized tuber, attracting food enthusiasts, chefs, and curious from every corner of the globe. But San Miniato is also history, with its Tower of Federico II, which stands as a symbol of the city, offering one of the most picturesque views of Tuscany. Finally, we cannot fail to mention a triptych of villages that, although briefly mentioned, deserve attention for their uniqueness. Among these are Bagno Vignoni, with its ancient Roman baths, a place where water and history meet, offering a relaxing experience in the heart of the Val d'Orcia. Cortona, perched on the hills of the Val di Chiana, enchants with its Etruscan walls and its streets rich in history, becoming the setting for internationally significant cultural events. Montefioralle and Poppi, finally, represent the essence of the classic Tuscan village, with the former preserving its medieval beauty intact, and the latter, which houses an impressive castle, witness to the history and culture of this magnificent region.